All right, hello, hello. I can see Gunter and Tugi both in chat. I'm just waiting for the ads to end on Gunter's side. There we go. Now I can start sorting out cameras. I think this is the first time I'm actually doing a restream of a Tugi game, which I'm surprised it took this long, but first time for everything, I guess. Or if it isn't the first, it's been a while. It's also been a minute since I've done a Gunter restream as well, so this is cool. No problem, Mavi. Good to see you here. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's good. 19-2. 19-2 is good to warm up with. But yeah, it looks like we are ready, so we will go ahead and get things switched on over to here. Here are our players. This is going to be DAS League Preliminary Path A between Seed 1 Tugi and Seed 21 Gunter. This should be an interesting one for sure. This is, I believe, a second round preliminary, so the winner of this will automatically go into Tier 1 as a top seed. The loser of this match goes into a final playoff match, where the winner of that goes into Tier 1 and the loser goes into Tier 2. And winner of... so the loser who goes into that final round will face off against one of... Let's see... they'll face off against Policy, by the looks of it. But anyway, I got a lot of people in here. Hello, Nitzrek. Hello, Frank. Hello, Evan. Good to see everyone. I'm going to go ahead and generate a seed for you guys as well. And the seed will be 227F1A. Danny J says, when I was unpacking and setting up things at CTWC, I found a notebook from 2024 that just had one thing written on it: Tugi sucks. Of course. Why wouldn't you have that written on it? Come on. Tugi saying, you think being one seed would give me an easy match. Welcome to DAS League. It's best of 5. Best of 5. This is a best of 5 match. Winner of this goes into Tier 1. Loser goes into the final preliminary round, where winner can also go into Tier 1, but at a lower seed. But anyway. Yeah, looking at both players, Tugi has the higher PB by over 200,000 points. Tugi actually has the third highest recorded score with DAS, 1.34 million. Formerly held the world record. Meanwhile, Gunter with just a 1.13 million with DAS. In terms of ELO as well, Tugi has the second highest at 1872, only surpassed by Pixel Andy. Gunter with a 1573, which is still very good in terms of ELO, as far as ELO is concerned. That still puts Gunter in and around the top 100. But playing against one of the best in the business here in Tugi. It looks like both players are ready, and they are on the same seed. So we will get things underway for game number 1 of this DAS League preliminary. Best of luck, Tugi and Gunter. We're going to count this down from 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And away we go. In terms of match database records here, this is the third match between Tugi and Gunter that they are playing against each other. I'm sure they played more. But in terms of ELO matches, this is their third. Tugi has gotten the better of Gunter on both occasions. And those occasions in particular were C2WC Austria 2023, where Tugi won 3-0, and C2WC Austria 2024, where Tugi got the better of Gunter 3-0. So Gunter is yet to take a single game off of Tugi in a competitive Tetris match. But we'll see what happens here. That is... Oh, the script isn't on. That's why. There we go. Gunter has the early lead on 91,000 points. Tugi, 74,000. Both these players as well, also veterans when it comes to the DAS scene, especially the European DAS scene. Both have competed in the past in the World Cup of DAS, so to speak, C2WC DAS, which is happening again in just a few weeks in Cologne. Tugi wasn't a competitor last year, was a commentator. Last year, Gunter was in the 5th round. Got to round 5, but went out to Schnecke. But Tugi, of course, has competed previously in the past at CTWC DAS. Was at 2023, got to the top 8 in that one. And 2022 finished in 4th place. Don't forget to follow the scripts. The writers worked hard. Exactly. I have to make sure the writers are happy, because if the writers aren't happy, I don't have a job. 241 for Tugi, 199 for Gunter. That's awesome, IRL. Your level of stats is top drawer. I mean, they kind of have to be. I like knowing that, like, stats are cool. I mean, stats are like one part of commentating, but I like having that information on hand because it builds story. Hello, Shuichi saying, wow, the leading is fluctuating real quick. 40k lead to 100k with one Tetris. Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty fast-paced between these players. Tugi leading 315 at Gunter's 235. So Tugi is leading by 79,000 points, which is approaching about 3.5 Tetrises. Tetris on 18, of course, is worth 22,800 points. And level 18 lasts for 130 lines, so players are crossing the halfway stage at this point. But yeah, in terms of this match, this is really one of the big ones. I mean, there's been plenty of big ones, so to speak. But, I mean, Tugi seed 1, so you could say this is probably the, in terms of preliminaries, the biggest of them all. You're referencing the lead. It's probably bugging because Gunter's capture is quite dark. I will fix that, and it should get rid of the issue. There we go. It's going to make Gunter look like white as a ghost, but it's okay. Oh, and Gunter's going to top out at 312. Unlucky. Which means that Tugi will take game 1 on 354. Gunter just wasn't getting that long bar. Couldn't get anything over. It turned him into a ghost and he got scared. Precisely. Both players are ready to go for game number 2. Double 3, the seed. Let's go ahead and get things underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, just blame Shuichi for that, Gunter. Blame Shuichi for pointing out the fact that the difference checker wasn't picking up Gunter's capture very well. And had to turn him into a ghost. It's all Shuichi's fault, guys. Tugi has also made some recent appearances in the DAS Masters of Classic Tetris Monthly, is currently competing in the June edition, and has made the top 4 as seed number 1. Will be facing off against Pixel Andy in the top 4 for a spot in the grand finals, where, if he gets through, would face off against one of either Giovanni or Merkers, which is going to be fun. Did you give me any of those Taiwan snacks? I think you did when we were at the bowling alley, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it's at the bowling alley or not, but I know you did give me one of them. They are quite good. Oh, no, yeah, I think you also gave me... Yeah, I know you gave me them at some point. I don't know if it was at, like, the meetup in the park, or at the bowling alley, or at the tournament, but I know you gave me them, and they were quite good. And it's still bugging out. Absolutely wonderful. I need to just confirm if it is indeed Gunter it's bugging out for, because sometimes it's not. It is. Okay. Let me try something else here. It ain't classic Tetris without something bugging out. Okay, that should fix it, I would imagine. No. Hello, Hi W, welcome in. Good to see you. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi 222, Gunter 155. Yeah, it's just not reading Gunter's capture very well. Maybe if I do this. Okay, looks like that fixed it. Cool. Gap about 100,000 points in favor of Tugi right now. 293 to 206. PyW saying, good luck to the French scammer. Hope you can beat the villain of Vienna. Always with something colorful to say, PyW, who of course is the head honcho of the PAL DAS scene, which both these players are familiar with. Nice adjustment for Gunter, gets the center while Tetris. Tetris for both players. Yeah, this thing is not going to work for... I don't know why, but... Might be just something about how blurry the capture is. 408 for Tugi, 283 for Gunter. Players are at about 90 lines, so we are approaching... We're getting closer and closer to that level 19 transition, which really does separate the good and amazing DAS players. Which, I think both these players do fit into the amazing category. I mean, 1.3 and 1.1. No easy feat. Tetris for Gunter. And another Tetris for Gunter. So still the gap remains of about 100,000 points in favor of Tugi. Both stacks are currently clean. Tugi Tetris ready with that bar over to the left. Is going to take a delayed burn. Could use an L piece, which Tugi just not really getting. Now long bar dependent, but now going for a dirty left well. Could also get something over there to burn, which Tugi will use with the T piece, which wasn't the most optimal. But Tugi still dealing with it well, as like a pro. Gets a very nice burn there as well. Now just needs 2 more. Gets it with the L piece. There's the bar. Tetris for Tugi. Nice dig. Not really a dig per se, but nice maneuver to get the board down and Keep everything nice and uniform. 539 Tugi, 451 for Gunter. Tugi with a Akibar there. Tetris for Gunter. 564 transition here for Tugi. Gunter with a 521. Gunter Tetris ready again. Meanwhile, Tugi with a bit of digging to do, which could open up an opportunity for Gunter to eat into this lead here. Has already brought it down to just about 45,000 points. Tetris for Gunter, level 20 now. And of course, every 10 lines level will increase past level 18. As well as that, the amount of points you get for a Tetris increases by an extra 1,200 points on top of what it already was at. So, let's see what these players can do here. Tugi's still burning. Gunter has now taken the lead, 612 to 602. Tugi has opened the well back up. Is Tetris ready? We're just going to take some burns first to get rid of the hole that was in the stack on row 5, which Tugi will do. Takes a double, waiting for that long bar to arrive. Now it's Gunter who's in a bit of a cleanup situation right now, but will get it dispatched fairly quickly. Both players still waiting on a long bar, but dealing with this drought excellently so far. And Tugi finally gets the bar for a Tetris. Takes back the lead for now, but let's see how Gunter responds. Gunter's just going to take the burn instead of just putting it over, which seems like it's the right move, as there's still no bar coming. Bar dependent now. Gunter, in a bit of trouble here. 677 Tugi, 635 for Gunter. Gunter trying to go for the flat burn here. Not getting a piece to get over to the left or to the right-hand side, and Gunter tops out at 635. Tugi is going to take game 2. We are now at match points. Here you say all the time is what? Akibar. So an Akibar is putting a bar in column 9 to get Tetris ready. It's AKI, named after Academus. Tugi says, most suffering post I've ever played. Well, I mean, it was good enough to get you game 2, even though it was kind of a struggle. Both players are ready to go for game 3. We're at match point. Gunter needs to win to stay alive. Tugi 1 game away from booking his spot in Tier 1. Let's get this underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You only do Akibars on 28? Why? I don't see why you wouldn't do it in general. I mean, Akibars, I mean, if you have a bar and that bar would get you Tetris ready in column 9, I don't see why you wouldn't. I wouldn't think of many scenarios on like 18 where you have that coming up and you just wouldn't take it. But why specifically on 28? You only have like 10 lines, so you probably only have like 1 opportunity, maybe 2, to do an Akibar. Akibars are goated, I agree. Because, like, I mean, objectively, it is just a solid... Most of the time, you shove it to the left somewhere. Yeah, I get that. I guess what I say is just, like, if you have the opportunity to do one, to get Tetris ready, I wouldn't I mean... I don't see why you wouldn't. Unless you're just going super aggressive and just would much rather take a skim or a burn. Which I guess, but then you kind of sacrifice a bit of pace as a result of that because you're just burning. Which can make the difference. Like right there, Tugi got an Akibar there and an adjustment of a T-piece. Seeing the pieces that were coming down. Simul Tetris both players. Lead is with Tugi 167, Gunter 139. Nope. I thought for a second that the score difference checker had calmed down, but nope. It's still struggling to read Gunter's capture. Hello, Alex H says Poggers, Tugi, and Gunter. Welcome in, Alex. Tugi with another Aki bar there. Tetris ready. Oh, and a Tugi spin from Gunter against Tugi. How about that? Aki bar is like aggro. I mean, it's if you're doing it at the very bottom, it's not that aggro. I mean, it gets you Tetris ready, and you don't need to burn for it. So I wouldn't say it's aggressive on its own. If you're high up, then yeah, absolutely. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's aggressive. It can be aggressive, but just placing it down when you're at the bottom of the stack isn't really aggressive at all. Tugi 356, Gunter 272. Tugi leading by 80,000 points here. That's some very strong pace so far. Just over halfway through level 18. Gets another Tetris. Tugi is on 429 now. Gunter 363. Gunter takes a double to get the well back open. Now just waiting patiently for that long bar to arrive. Tugi gets a long bar to open the well back up. Oh, and a bar comes just a bit too late there for Gunter. Nice skim there with the T piece for Tugi, but doesn't get that Z piece all the way over. So Tugi now really could use a long bar. Takes an emergency double. Doesn't opt to try to get that long bar over. Tried with the other one. Couldn't do it. Tugi tops out at 433. So Gunter in a chase down now needs 434. And he's just under 40,000 points away. So 2 Tetrises will absolutely do it. Could even get one and just line it out, potentially. This is probably line-outable in general. There is the Tetris for Gunter, 426. So Gunter can just kind of single this out from here. Doesn't even need the Tetris. But gets the Tetris anyway. 451 for Gunter, and he's pulled one back against seed at number 1 Tugi. GG's Gunter. And it looks like Gunter might be mullining this out, potentially. To confirm, he has taken game 3 here, so I guess he's just playing it out. Either that, or he doesn't know. Yeah, he didn't. Maybe he just doesn't know he won. Hello, Akif, who says GG, first time chatter, welcome in. And policy changes, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome to the AdamIrish experience. Your extremely powerful AdamIrish experience passport is on the way. But yeah, GG's Gunter. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yes, Danny J with the, thank you. Perfect segue. Yeah, if you're interested in top level players like this, but aren't in a top level yourself, Tetris Boss Battles, my event. Actually 6 beginner players, 5 including potentially yourself, against one of the best in the business when it comes to playing Tetris. Tristop. Sign-ups close tonight. And the event is on July 5th at 9 p.m. UTC. We're also doing a King of the Hill style event, which is open to everyone. Well, players are ready to go for Game 4. I'll talk more about it in a sec. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Exactly. The Heartbreaker, the Legend Killer, the Documentary Ruiner. Tristop is going to be the main boss of the event. But again, King of the Hill, open to everyone. Even if you are a max outer, you can play in King of the Hill. And it is also all for charity, with all proceeds going towards Save the Children. And we've, with Tetris Boss Battles, we've raised almost $1,000 for charity over the course of the event going on, which it's still a weird sentence for me to say that I've raised that much money for charity with just playing or just commentating Tetris or just like hosting a Tetris event, which is insane. But yeah, it's a great event. Even if you don't want to play in it, it still will be great to tune into as well. It's always a blast. It is always a blast. What player's exactly tied on 91,000 points? Although that lead has since faded, or that tie has since gone away. Should have been a TV producer feed. Yeah, exactly. That's your calling, Danny. Well, players continue just to stack pretty clean. Akibar there from Tugi is Tetris ready. Gunter will get a Tetris, and Tugi will follow shortly after. All right, I'm trying one last thing to fix Gunter's setup here. Well, not fix his setup itself, but trying one last thing to fix the weird glitch it's doing with the score checker. Tugi 267, Gunter 228. No, it's not even close to reading his score. You're pretty good at this teaching thing, though. Probably pays better anyway. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about the current prices or like the wages for being a producer. Yeah, I wouldn't pay better in America for sure. So, damn, I guess Taiwan actually cares about its teachers. 364 Tugi, 285 for Gunter. Gunter Tetris ready with that bar in column 7 is on row 2 right now. Skim and a Tetris for Gunter. J-Tuck there for Tugi. He's also waiting on a bar right now. Has to put the T-piece to the right and we'll take a few burns to try and get the well back open. Uses a long bar for that. Gunter's board also starting to creep up a bit. Tetris for Tugi, Tetris for Gunter, 395 to 359. Okay. So Gunter now with a bit of a dig here. And pretty awkward left side, which he only has about 15 lines to go before level 19 transition. So we'll hope to get it cleaned up as quickly as he can, which it looks like so far he is doing. .530 for Tugi, now into level 19 speeds. Gunter on 412. Tugi is ahead by 9 lines. 418 transition for Gunter. Does get a Tetris immediately. Anjing, tell me to drink water. You got it. There's not a lot of water left in here, so I'm going to have to undo the cap. I am not even bothering to read that, Anjing. 588 for Tugi, 451 for Gunter. Gunter needs, didn't opt to try to put that Z piece over to the left. Could have gotten it over. Does chuck in the L piece. Nice maneuvers here from Gunter. But couldn't spin that long bar in time, and we'll top out at 453. And Tugi with 643 takes game 4, and he will be going to Tier 1 of the DAS League. GG's to Gunter. Did play quite well there, but Tugi has just been a different beast. And even though he hasn't been getting 1.3s in this match, it still is a very impressive performance from Tugi and well-deserved getting into Tier 1. He is going to play it out by the looks of it. It is good pace. 746, level 24 is still fairly good. Might still be on for high max, even 1.1 potentially if he plays his cards right. I think. $906. Now up to 940, level 27. $973. Tetris ready. Didn't get the bar over. Okay, still has another chance. This bar can still get over to the left here, but Tugi needs another bar quick. No, come on! You're kidding me! Come on, Tugi! This is why Tugi sucks, guys. This is why. Maybe we should just give Gunter the tier 1 slot instead. Nah, but GG's Tugi. GG's Tugi. So Tugi will be going into tier 1. Gunter still has a chance to get into tier 1, but we'll have to go up against Policy in the final preliminary round. Winner of that goes to tier 1, loser of that goes to tier 2. But anyway, that will be all for me. We'll be back later tonight at 18 UTC, so at about 2.5 hours from now with some TNP. That will be Temphuibus and Spectric that will be playing in that. Then after that happens, I'll be playing in Silver 70, I think Silver 71. Is it Silver 71 or is it no, it's Ladder League against Wilson. And then after that, I think I have another restream somewhere else, I believe. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. But for now, we're gonna go send you guys over somewhere else. Let's see, who's live? Who's still playing Tetris? Doesn't look like anyone really... I mean, there's some French player who's playing some Game Boy Tetris. Is anyone live in the other category? Doesn't look like it. All right, we're just gonna raid the... Or it looks like Quebec, some Quebec player who's playing some Tetris. We're just gonna raid this guy. Peanuts 9138. So go enjoy that, and I'll see you guys later.